Alright everyone, my name is Sankari and welcome to a video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use and create a configuration file in Python very easily. So this might look familiar to you. This is the clock video, and if you remember the clock video at the end, I talked about potentially in the future making it configurable and creating a config. So that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's start. So the first thing we're going to do is import JSON package. For this tutorial, we're just going to be using JSON because it's very easy to use. So then the next thing we're going to do is open the JSON file. Ignore whatever the fuck is on the screen right now, because Jesus Christ, that is fucking god awful. And then we're going to open it as read. And then we're going to create that, and we're also going to make a variable equal to the JSON method load. And yeah, so if we run this right now, you can see that it doesn't exist, and they're right, it doesn't exist. So we can create that, but we're going to have to take account that this error, file not found, is something to consider if the user deletes the configuration file. So let's make config.json, and let's make a couple customizable things. So something that they can do is the background color, because that should be easy, and we're going to set it to default black. Then the text color, we're just gonna set this to white. And then the font family, if you will, we'll make this impact, and yeah. And then the time format. So if you remember from the first video, the format of string f time, yeah. The format of this is very configurable, so whatever. So I'm actually going to change this to gray and this to green, just to show that it should be reading, not from the configuration file yet, but once we do that real quick. So let's go ahead and create some variables using this. So let's just make a background color variable, text color variable, all the same ones, the font variable, and the time format variable. And then we're just going to make it equal to config bg color, like so. Config text color, like so. Config font, and config time format. So if we go ahead and do this, nothing happened yet, so we have to make our assignments. So we're going to pass the font onto font. We're going to fill the text color to the variable text color. Background will be bg color, and perfect. And then the time format will be time format, and this should work perfect. I know that's ugly, but it's customizable. Watch. So if we do this, it should put the shortened date. Yep, there it is. Now we can go a little further. I'm going to change this so it's not so ugly. White and Comic Sans font, because everyone still loves Comic Sans from the last video. So to make this better, what can we do? So I mentioned checking to see if the file exists. So we can use the try to do this. So let's go ahead and right here. Whoops. Yeah. So, oh, what's it doing? What's it say? Okay, I don't care. So this is pretty much saying, okay, if the file exists, just open it. But if not, then we're going to throw a file not found error. And then we will just do the same thing. So I'm going to copy this line of code actually, except I'm going to write, because we're going to want to write some data. So pretty much if the configuration file doesn't exist, we're going to create it. So f.write, then this. So I'm just going to copy the blank one so we can do this, and then we're just going to start making our JSON file. So like so. Like that. And a couple more lines should do it. Perfect. The final line, well, not the final line, but the last line with actual content, and then f.write, and we're going to write the closing bracket. So now, if I delete the configuration file, which should use Comic Sans, there it is. Perfect. So now if I delete this, it says it's not defined, and it creates it. So at the end of this, we can also raise an exception for file not found, and just give a customized error code. So we can say error restart. So now if I delete this again, boom, error restart, file created, and it should work this time. Perfect. So now we've literally made all the customizations to add the configuration file. So I'm just going to do a couple more things to make the program a little bit more tidy, so I can center the text. So if we make an X value, we can set it to the root of the window, to the width, and this will get the width, and we'll divide this value by 2 to center this. And also the same with the Y value, which you might have guessed uses the height, and we divide this by 2 as well. So now if I go here and make the X value the first coordinate and the Y value the second one, and I remove the anchor northwest, this should put it in the center. And there you go. You see it is centered. Again, I can go here. Oh, did I make it so it does this? Yeah. Okay. So if I change the format, it might fit the screen a little better when we first launch it. There you go. Perfect. And of course, as I showed, you can go into the library for this and find the formats and completely change it. That being said, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the tutorial, please make sure you smack the like button. If you dislike it, hit the dislike button. I don't know. I'm sure I'll make a video in another year or two. I don't really know. Anyways, have a good day. Thank you for watching.